Alright guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today is gonna be a tiny bit different, very short one, less than 6 minutes, and also by a channel I've never watched before. This is from The Critical Gamer, but it is about a topic that's very recent. Have not watched the video yet, but I've seen the thumbnail in the first couple seconds, and I think this is gonna be decent. This is about a game announced very recently, and a bit of a discussion online about it. This video is called When Developers Just Say No. As always, link to the original video is down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to The Critical Gamer and you support him. Let's see what this video is gonna be about. I have a very, very good hunch, but I don't know yet. Let's see.
You know, one of the most damaging phrases to blight modern media has got to be, I need to see myself reflected in this, because it gives rise to some of the most ridiculous nonsense the human mind can conceive of. A small village in a medieval fantasy show set in a northern European climate, clearly it has to be an ethnic and cultural melting pot of diversity with absolutely no explanation for how these wildly different races of people all ended up in the same exact place.
That doesn't make sense.
A biographical drama about the Tudors set
Bro, it's not about sense, it's about emotion, you know? Bro, I hate that stuff. I really do. I really think it's stupid.
in 16th century England. Well, Anne
Wait, am I kind of floating? What the hell? Wait. Okay. I think that's better now. What?
Boleyn is black now. Don't question it, just accept it.
Yes.
Quick question. For any woman... Okay, that's a bit of a... For any woman watching this video, I was about to say, that might be a bit of a stretch. But if there, for whatever reason, is a woman watching this video, do you find that stuff attractive? Like these... Like, I would assume you're wearing earrings because you think it looks pretty. But that shit just looks so inconvenient and uncomfortable. Like... Why? Or she's got like the size of fucking her half her hand, and it's just bouncing around like that. It doesn't even look good. Why? Is that just for attention?
A
Or...
video game that allows you to have an intimate romantic scene with a bear? Sure, why not? Because
Huh?
everyone needs to see themselves reflected in media.
Wait, what?
So
No, is that legit? Where the hell is that from? What?
it's kind of refreshing when every once in a while a company will turn around and proudly declare, no you don't, you fucking narcissistic child. You don't need to see yourself represented in everything, because believe it or not, the entire world and all the teeming multitude of stories and legends and characters that inhabit it don't revolve entirely around you. You're not
True. Now I think he's gonna tell what exactly this is about soon.
that important.
In case you
if you need to see yourself
don't know
reflected
yet.
that badly, go look in a fucking mirror. Now, I'll admit I'm paraphrasing slightly here, but that was very much the case with the developers of Knight's Path, a low fantasy medieval RPG that's currently in development on Steam.
Yeah, that's the game. That's the pre-alpha footage, and they released it, and it looked pretty cool. Because I mean, as a dude, who the hell doesn't like sword fighting and shit? You know? I remember playing Chivalry and damn, what is the other game? I forgot. And I really enjoyed that. I was getting destroyed left and right, so I mostly just resorted to playing against bots. But I was still fun destroying those, you know? Getting destroyed online, not quite so much, but, bro, fighting with swords, that's amazing. Why wouldn't you love that?
The kind of low-budget game that's made by a small but passionate team of developers who probably don't have huge resources at their disposal, but actually believe in the product they're making, instead of...
Yeah, and it looks kinda cool, you know? It's not a simple, well, I attack, you parry, I attack, you don't parry, you're dead.
Some
It looks a bit
monolithic
more
quadruple A
like
developer with thousands of
complex
manically
than that.
depressed programmers toiling away on 18-hour days on something they hate. You know, kind of like what gaming used to be before it was dominated by 3 or 4 mega corporations churning out generic overpriced crap. Anyway, our tale begins about a week ago when the developers proudly showcased Amelie, one of the female characters that you've got the option of romancing in the game. And much to the shock of everyone, she was actually attractive.
No way!
Because that's like a crime in these days or age or something. Like, what? Why wouldn't you want to look at an attractive character? I think I've had this discussion before once, either on a video or on the live stream. Like, if you expect me in this day and age to pay full price for a game, which used to be like, what, $50 at one point, and now we're looking at like $80, I'm not paying $80 so I can look at a character that's fucking ugly. I'm not. I get it if my character looks ugly, because that's probably gonna be the case, because in character customization I went wild. Like, literally all of my Dark Souls characters are just so fucking ugly and hideous, as much as possible on purpose, because it's hilarious. But if you're an actual, like, NPC or an important character of the story created by the developers, why?
I mean, that in itself is a fucking miracle in a modern game made by a Western developer, but let's not get hung up on that quite yet. It was around this time when one particular user posed the ultimate question: will there
Robot Man, with the obligatory bullshit. I hope you'll have some LGBTQ representation in the game. Keep in mind, this is a game about sword fighting set in medieval times. Couple centuries ago. Yeah, I'm sure their #1 priority in the world when making a sword fighting game set in a medieval setting is, hey, do we have enough trans people? Or do we have enough gay people play in this game? Like, what? Why would that be a focus point in any way or shape or form if it has nothing to do with the characters or with the game? Not that it would actually matter. I mean, I'm sure you can still be a kick-ass fighter as a gay person, but what? What the fuck does that have to do with the game?
be representation for the entire rainbow?
And then the developers, with the GigaChat answer, I give 541k views, 4k likes, yeah. But 700 comments, so yeah, you can probably imagine what those were. And then we have the developers with 6.6 million views on their comment, 52k likes, almost 3k bookmarking that shit, and 3k comments. We care about gaming and fun, and not modern agendas. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you promote your game without paying a single penny for it. This game has been trending ever since because of this interaction. Solely because of this interaction. Because they were like, we're making a game that's about sword fighting and not the rainbow flag. And people were like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. That's how it should be. That alone has put this game on the map. So many people in the comments are like, oh, I didn't know about this game. But now it's on my wishlist on Steam, and I'm gonna buy it. Just because of this interaction. Bro. It is...
of diversity in your romantic options for this game.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
Yeah.
Fuck.
Now, before we go on, I'm 100% sure this is just a parody account that was having a bit of playful fun at the...
I mean, it can... Could be. You know, the light blue hair? Could be. They're just playing into it. Who knows?
Fuck.
Now, before we go on,
But that's the
I'm
thing, you don't really
100%
know
sure
in this day and
is just
age.
a parody account that was having a bit of playful fun at the expense of the modern audience. But it was
Maybe,
the
I don't know.
simple, blunt, beautifully honest response from the devs that really made the headlines.
Yeah.
And in that moment, dear viewer, a legend was born. I mean, the usual suspects took it about as well as you might imagine. But then, and this is the important part, so pay attention 007, they were never gonna buy the game in the first place.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The thing is, even if that person was not a troll and actually meant it, and the developers would be like, absolutely. Bro, as soon as you enter the first village, everyone is gay and everyone has rainbows on their fucking walls. And it's as woke as possible. They would be pleased and they would be like, okay, cool. That's how it should be. But they would never, ever buy the game. The people who are complaining that game XYZ is not modern enough or not woke enough or this or that, they don't actually buy the game. They are not the target audience. They're just some Twitter bitches that want to live in their bubble. And even if they see this character is this and that and trans or this or that or so and so, and they like it, they like that tweet or maybe even repost and like, oh, that's cool, that's how it should be. They never buy the fucking game. So what's the point in appealing to these people? If you're a game developer, your target audience are gamers. And gamers actually care about the gameplay. I don't care if the person I'm playing is a dude or a chick. And I don't care if that dude is interested in other dudes or if that chick is interested in other chicks. I want good quality fucking gameplay. And I don't want agendas thrust into my fucking face, okay?
Because they don't care about supporting small developers or uplifting independent games or
No,
even
of course
playing
not.
video games in general. They
Yes.
never did.
Of course not. Of course not. And if they're like, oh, I'm a gamer, I play games. And what do you play? I play Crash Royale. Shut the fuck up, man. You're not a gamer. Shut the fuck up, bro. My first video game I played, I was 3 years old. 3 years old. I'm in my mid-20s now. 20 plus years of video games, okay? I don't have to put that shit on my resume. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, okay?
People like that care about one thing and one thing only: attention. Stuff like this is nothing but performative activism masquerading as concern trolling, emotional blackmail in the guise of moral panic, throwing their imaginary toys out of the pram on social media to force companies, studios, developers and celebrities to bend over backwards for them, to waste millions of dollars catering to their ever-changing whims and demands, to
Yeah, because, you know, developing video games takes a long time and it's very expensive. So it makes sense to design them in a way where at least in theory, the broadest amount of people will want to play it. But if you're putting such agendas in there, like, let's go to the other side. Let's go like super far right. Let's say they put agendas like that in there. A lot of people wouldn't want to play the game anymore. Because it forces agendas that they don't want, that they don't agree with, and that don't have to be in this kind of game.
Ignore and even alienate the vast majority of the actual audience who just want fucking entertainment. It's been a losing strategy for years, and I think people are starting to realize
it's not a case of we are the developers, we know what you guys want. No. You are the developers. You develop what the people want. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose your job because your company is gonna go fucking bankrupt. That's how it is. Like if you're creating a product, you have to keep your potential customers in mind. It has nothing to do with just gaming, it's in general. If you're designing a product that you want to sell to people, you have to have your potential customers in mind. And if you're designing your product in a way where your potential customers are like, huh? What the fuck is this shit? You're probably not gonna turn a profit. And you do that too many times and you're gonna have to close down.
that now. And believe it or not, this door absolutely swings both ways. I don't need to see myself reflected in every piece of media I consume either,
True.
because I'm not a narcissistic moron who demands constant validation.
I mean, to be fair, as soon as there's an attractive male main character, I'm not represented anymore. Let's be fair, okay? But I'm not gonna cry about that.
Validation for every part of my life. If I play a game where the protagonist happens to be a black wheelchair-bound lesbian, I absolutely don't care as long as the game is good and the character is someone I care about. I don't need them to look like me. Why do you think Lara Croft, Jill Valentine, Lee Everett, Aerith Gainsborough and Barrett Wallace are some of
True, Lee is a very good point. He's one of the most beloved main characters. Is it because he's black? No. Is it because he's gay? No, he's actually straight. He's beloved for very, very different reasons, because he's a great guy, a great character, written amazingly. And the voice actor did a phenomenal job. They put so much love and effort into making this guy amazing. And that's why he's beloved. It has nothing to do with his race or his sexual orientation or whatever. They just did a good job. Because they cared about making a good job.
Aerith Gainsborough and Barrett Wallace are some of my favourite characters ever. Actually, while I'm ranting, for fuck's sake, Capcom, bring Shiva back into the Resident Evil series, will you? It's been like 17 years already. My point though is that not every group, demographic, niche and subculture needs to be represented in every story ever told. Sometimes the time and place don't allow for it, sometimes there isn't enough resources to cater for every possible combination, and sometimes they're just not fucking needed. Storytelling.
And if we're being completely honest, like this game here, it's about killing each other. Would them being gay change anything? If anything, think about it. This might give those people a reason to complain about the game again, because in this game you have to kill gay people or lesbians or trans people. And that is bad and transphobic or this and that. Like, you cannot win. Because they can just take any fucking point and turn it into an argument. That's why you should just not care. Make the game good. So that people can enjoy it.
Doesn't work that way, and neither do human beings. As people, we're more than just the colour of our skin, what we have between our legs, or who we like to bump uglies with. Yeah, some people feel the need to make those things their entire personality, because most of the time...
Notice a pattern how almost every single person on there here is white. They just love to make it their problem.
They've got nothing else to fall back on, but those people, luckily, are few and far between. They just happen to have a very loud and obnoxious voice online, and they don't represent the vast majority of the audience.
You know how you call those people? Keyboard warriors. That's what you call them. Because online they've got a big voice. But IRL, they would never open their fucking mouth.
So go ahead and make your game Knight's Path. Make it the way you want to make it. Don't bow to social media pressure or modern audiences, and let the real audience be your judge. Maybe other gaming companies could stand to follow your leads. Anyway,
Good point.
That's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Okay, that was good. That was good. I like that. Okay, Mr. Model, can you... Okay, you're moving again. Thank you. Okay, that is a sub right there. I think the developers have discovered like a secret gold mine or something with that tweet. But now they also are under a bit of pressure because they have way more exposure than they probably expected. And I hope they don't release it as an early access game to get a cash grab out of it, and then it's super mediocre and underwhelming. But they now have potential to have a real big hit. If they take like another year or something to really fine-tune the game and make it great, that people enjoy it, they could strike gold with that. I'm hoping this is gonna turn out great, because I love sword fighting, I love knights and medieval shit and stuff like that. I love it. So I hope this game is gonna be good. Anyway, that's going to be it for this quick... actually, 20 minutes. Yeah, not quite so quick after all. Yeah. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have opinions on that topic, let me know in the comments. leave your requests down as well, or preferably maybe even join my Discord and leave them there. And I hope all of you will have a great day, and I hope we will see each other again in the next video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. Bye!